Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in, family. Welcome in, family. Man, we're going to react to the well off video today. We're talking about it. I am better than that. This is Rob the Man Media, baby. And we finna get into it today. Talking about that well off reaction video, man. Man, oh man, oh man. What we learned from day 2 of camp. That's what we gonna get into. What did we learn from day 2 of camp? We here. Let's get it going. Man, we finna talk about this well off video. I am better than that. You are better than that. Man, what did we learn today from well off, man? Well, start off, Travis, finally put that blue jersey on. He's probably gonna go to a great jersey later on, but he got that blue jersey on, showing he going both ways. So, man, to see Travis, practice with the defense and offense today was good to see. Uh, Shador having his own new water bottle through Gatorade, legendary. That was fire, man. That's fire. That's a great NIL deal from Shador, from Gatorade, man. If you haven't checked out Shador, giving back to the community, I'll definitely tell you to go to his channel, check that out. But man, we learned a lot today from well off video. But my question is, I know the answer, but I don't know if everybody know the answer. Where is Tyler Brown? Right? So the entire offensive line ain't there, but where is Tyler Brown? So that's a good question, right? We see, the first team, second team going out there. What up, Big LT, baby? Hey, if you in the chat, make sure you drop your location where you from. I definitely shout you out on the channel. But yeah, the big question is, where is Tyler Brown? You haven't seen him in the videos. Um, so that's the main question for the offensive line. Where's Tyler Brown? As you can see, who's starting. You got Big Tank up there. You got BB. You got Wilty, Wales. Oh damn, can I think of his name? Jack Wilty. Wilty. Yes, Tyler Brown is on campus. He's just not practicing. Yeah, he is on campus. And then you got Washington as a right tackle. Jack Bailey. That's what I was trying to think who was at right guard. Jack Bailey. Jack Bailey was at left. Wilty was at right. Then you had Washington right tackle. So we got to really learn some things. The starting 4 wide receivers, we already know that. Javon Antonio, Travis, Horn, Weaver. We already knew that. Who's getting off today? Running back, Savion. My mind's just racing right now, but yeah, Savion was getting off. So I said, man, y'all people been sleeping on Savion Wilkinson, man. He coming out there to play, man. Especially with Alto not being able to practice, losing those reps. But I do got Savion starting, so we'll see. Shador connections is on point with his wide receivers. I mean, he's just flat out there just throwing darts everywhere, all over the field, man. And a couple of things that I talked about previously, right? Technique, fundamentals, understanding, formations. Our DBs are struggling right there, struggling with that right now. But as next week come, they will be better. As you can see, Coach Prime is on the DBs right now, on top of them right now, because they just flat out just being lackadaisical, not focused. But one of the things that I always say, man, the defense should always be better than the offense in the beginning. But the one thing that we got to remember is we brought in so many defensive players after the spring that the offense has an advantage because a lot of the offensive players play together versus the defense is all new players. So them getting adjusted, camp just started. Tomorrow, them pads, they will be fully padded tomorrow. So we're gonna really, really, really get to see the different levels of men and boys tomorrow, right? Just seeing them, in helmets, jersey, shorts, cleats ain't good enough. Tomorrow they're gonna be in full pass. So then we're gonna really get to see something really different. What's really going on. But I do like Coach Prime, man, just calling everybody out, man. Look, man, we here to work, man. We here to get better. We here to go do something special. His story, right? And we out here playing around bull jobbing, you know. So we got to get better. What up, Ryan? What up, Zion? He may not just be starting. Nah, Tyler Brown is he's out right now, but he'll be back. Tyler Brown gonna start. He's just out right now. Um, I just got done watching Well Off video, and Travis Hunter is getting off too. So good thing about with Travis Hunter, man, he's so like unique. He's so special that he cannot be practicing with one side of the ball and then come back in and act like he been practicing the whole time. Like you can see when Travis was doing those DB drills, how they was just like somebody mess up, Travis getting that rep. You don't want it? Cool, I'm getting this rep. So every time somebody made a mistake or Coach Prime got on somebody, Travis getting that rep. So that's one thing that you love about Travis is that Travis, he want every single rep he can get. He ain't trying to be on the sideline. He trying to be out there flying around, making plays. He not taking, man, this ain't your rep. Nah, man, you messed up. Get up out of here. I'm jumping in. I'm ready to go. So, Travis is on a whole nother level than what these boys is on. And Travis is one of those people that's unique. Like, you need one of them on every team, right? That person that can just do it all. Travis is one of them people that can just do it all purpose, right? He don't want to be considered as a wide receiver, as a corner. He just look at himself as an all-purpose player. Why? Because you make more money, right? If you could do multiple things instead of being just in one position, you can make a lot of money. Travis got a unique setting, and if he wants to be a top 10, which he will be a top 10 pick, he's going to end up being a top 3 pick. He's got to set that standard. And as you see when they was doing sprints, who was in the front, right? Travis was always in the front, man. He wasn't taking no time off. He's setting the standard. He's pushing everybody. As you can see, right, Weaver had a good day, but when they started doing sprints and stuff, Weaver was in the back. He was getting called out by the coaches because he in the back. They looking for Carmani because he in the back. Hey, man, you got to push yourself, right? Because that's what's going to help you in the game, pushing yourself to a different level. The DBs and O-line are two spots on the field where technique is more important than athleticism. Correct. And that's why you see the DBs getting a F grade, right? Because the technique is bad. You see them in this, the 7-on-7 setting or, 9-on-9 setting, and like the DB's technique is off, right? You can see, Carmani with his technique, when he was guarding Weaver for that touchdown. It was a great pass by Shedeur, and Carmani was there, but technique-wise, he messed up on, certain things, but then came back the next play and locked somebody up. So, those are the things that you really got to understand when it comes to DBs, man. Technique is everything. That's key, right? Because technique can take you a long way, right? You can have the best technique, and you don't have to work as hard as somebody with a bad technique. So technician is everything, right? And I'm just telling you right now, the people that's not hustling, that's not coming to play, that's not motivated when they on that field, they ain't gonna be playing. You ain't gotta worry about it. Some people like complaining that they ain't got no sub to come off that field. Guess what? Coach Prime don't care, right? You gotta be in shape. Like Coach Prime said, if you're not in shape, you're not playing. And a lot of people don't understand it. They don't get that. They think that, man, I'm better than this person. They got to play me. And it's like, nah, man, you're not putting in the work. You're not putting in the grind. You're not watching film. You're not playing, right? So it's good that now we're here at fall camp and people can see it on film like, man, I'm not hustling. I'm not getting to the ball like I'm supposed to, right? What's the number one thing they keep getting on DBs about? Get to the ball. What are they getting on the defensive line about? Get to the ball. Because those little things are going to matter when we get to TCU. You can't just flip that light switch on and be like, oh, man, I got to fly around, because now you're not going to be ready to go. You're not going to be mentally focused. You're going to be making errors because you're not practicing how you're going to play. And that's all Coach Prime wants them to do is, man, you are better than that. Focus on that. Just be better, right? Be who you are. Don't come back and hold anything, because you come back and you hold back, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose your position because you're trying to hold back to the end. Push yourself to exhaustion so you know what your body can handle. That way you can help yourself get to that next level, right? If you never push your body, you'll never know what level you can go to. And that's why I love Travis Hunter so much is, No matter what the rep is, offense, defense, sprints, Travis Hunter is pushing himself to be great. And if you can't understand that, the proof is in the pudding. Just watch. He gonna show you, right? So keep in mind that. Coach Prime's going. Coach Prime's really got criticism when it comes to DB room. They get more light shown on them. I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, Coach Prime's a DB, right? So he gonna shed light on the DBs, but some of that is need to, right? Because some people come there with this notion of like, man, Coach Prime DB coach, man, I ain't really gotta work hard because we know we gonna get the shot, we know we gonna get the camera on us. But Coach Prime is also setting the standard, like, listen, I'm gonna be harder on y'all more than anything because this is my position. This is me. I am him. So when you look at what Coach Prime does to the DBs, he's gonna hold them way more accountable. And that's what people don't understand. Like, I love Cormani, but Cormani, like, that 5-star, sometimes it gets to your head like, man, listen, I already know I'm the best DB out here. I can do this. Not knowing Coach Prime is watching, right? Coach Mathis is watching. Every time you see them, you turn on a video, they getting on Cormani. They getting on Carter, right? Carter gonna play a lot than most people think, man. Carter is going to play a lot. The DB Carter Stoudemire, he's gonna play a lot. Like, I'm telling you right now, he's gonna play more than what most people think. But you see how Coach Prime is, getting on Travis I said Travis, getting on Cormani and getting on Carter, right? You don't really see that from Cooper or Robinson, right? That's not saying that they ain't practicing because they there. But when they talk about technique and, being where you're supposed to be at, he's bringing those freshmen along and getting them caught up to the speed of where Cooper is, where Robinson is. So, got to look at those things. What was the boys doing in the summer workouts then? All the running Coach Mo had them doing and still not in shape. It's not a good. So you got to think about it, Zion. This is what I'll tell you, Zion. What up, JB? What up, Jonas? This is what I'll tell you, right? They worked out, right? And then they had that week off. Who was really serious when they had that week off? Those are the people that's showing right now, right? If you went back home and you chill, you ain't work out, that's going to kill you when you get back to fall camp because now everything that you just worked your butt off for, now you regress because you back at home chilling. You didn't got laid up with your girl. You out with your family. You doing all these things that you ain't focused on with the main thing, right? And that's football. So some of them didn't really work out. They didn't run. They didn't do things. And now the proof is showing, right? Because now you really getting to see, like, all right, who really took the break serious, right? And some of them, should have stayed in Colorado, but they went back home to see family because they knew now the season is here, right? Boom, it's everything is different. So, you finna get into a different shape because now you got them pads on. You finna add, extra 20 pounds on now. So now you finna run around with pads on versus you run around with shorts, shirt, and cleats. So it's like, yeah, you can look amazing when you're in shorts and shirt. But then when you start to put on them pads, it's the difference because now you carrying that weight. You carrying that extra weight on you. So now there's a difference between like, what your game speed is, because now you finna understand who got real game speed. Once some pads come on, everybody think they fast. When you put them pads on, now you talking about a difference in speed now. Because some people, I done played against a bunch of people. They got great track speed. You put them on that grass or you put them on that turf and you put them pads on them, they ain't got the same speed, right? Because you carrying that extra weight on. So a lot of them, carrying that pad weight is going to be a little bit different. So it's going to take them some time to get in shape. But overall, I say the offensive line look good. When it comes to the offensive line being in shape and what they're trying to do, offensive line looks good moving around. Defensive line, they got to get better, right? They gotta really get themselves in shape to another level. So those are the things that we gotta think about, because not everybody practice, like when the lights turn off and everything, who's putting in the extra work, right? Those are the things that you don't know, you don't see. But those are the things that add up every single day at practice. What up, Ellen? And you gotta understand, like, man, you gonna see the people that's gonna put the work in. You gonna understand the people that's putting the work in, and those ones that's gonna show up, that's gonna shine faster, right? But just think about it. It's only second day at camp, right? So we can, criticize them or say this or say that, but it's only second day at camp, right? We got what 23 practices left because you get a total of 20, you get a total of 25 practices. So we got 23 days of practice left still this month before that kickoff. So still a lot to learn, but for the players that's not in shape, they got to change their mindset. You know, maybe it's the eating part of it, right? Because a lot of times people forget about like what you eat in your diet can really affect how you practice, how you play. I remember when I was young, man, I was like, man, I'm being in St. Louis, right? I was like, man, I'm about to eat some Chinese food. I'm about to eat all this fried food and stuff and go out and practice and throwing up and stuff. And so you gotta understand some of these players ain't changed their diet to put themselves in better football position, to put themselves in better shape. Their nutrition is off. So they gotta get their nutrition right. And that's what you keep saying with Coach Mo. Man, we gotta get right. We gotta get right. You know what I'm saying? Some people gotta change their habits. Because Coach Mo know like some people eating habits ain't up to par where they should be, and they not putting the right things in their body to keep their body fueled, and that's why they not having the right, performance, because nutrition is everything. We don't, as we're young, we don't think about, man, how much nutrition affects us until now it's time to it's time to go out there and go to war. Now nutrition is everything. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta think about that. That's a great point. That's exactly what Shiloh was saying about the pass. Yeah, you seen Shiloh. Shiloh was in there getting busy, right? Pass helmet, running around, getting that extra work in, staying there in Colorado, didn't leave, right? His brother left, but he stayed there, so he put the work in. Shiloh said he always stays at the practice to practice more, ask Coach more. Yeah, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. At the end of the day, if you want to be great, there's nothing wrong with, hey, Coach, what's some extra stuff I can do? Hey, Coach, I need to go ahead and put this little extra work in because I know what's going to pay off in the long run. This is the first time that, Travis has been in fall camp, and even Shedeur. Like, Shedeur wasn't in fall camp last year because he was hurt. So now, them two getting experience fall camp, you can see how them two, looking at things differently. Like, you can see them two putting in extra work. You can see it showing up on the field and getting the results. And that's what matters. I feel sorry for those players who are coming up to Boulder for fall camp. They're going to suffer the most in the thin air and the full pad zone. And I'll tell you this, that's what a lot of people that don't know. It's harder to train in a building in Colorado than it is on the outside. like because of the way the air is here and the way the thin air is, it is harder to train in a building than it is outside. And you would think like that don't make sense. Like it should be more free flowing air, but it's really not. And so seeing them practice inside, there's a reason why, right? Because they want to get them exhausted to man, it feel like you can't breathe, right? You're going so fast that man, your body is in shock. But in reality, when they get to Texas, this is going to be the best thing for them practicing indoors, because the way the air is and the way you have to change, really focus on breathing, really focus on nutrition and things like that is going to help them. So a lot of them are not putting enough protein in their body, and they nutrition is off. So they'll focus in, they'll get dialed in. Coach Mo said in one of those videos, dudes got to change their lifestyle. Yeah, I mean, when he talking about people got to change their lifestyle, he literally talking about you got to change your nutrition, your sleep pattern. Because you got to think about it. Some of them 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, they up all night playing a video game. They not getting proper rest. They not putting the right nutrition in their body. All those things are key, right? You got to be up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, be at the facility, but you going to sleep at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Man, how is that gonna help you? You know what I'm saying? You got to get at least 6 to 8 hours of rest, right? You got to shut your body down, let it recover. And some of them are not taking the proper proper steps to put themselves in play. Reggie Young said on Well Off Media that the yes, you absolutely correct, Big LT, absolutely, and that's why Coach Prime called it out. Like he ain't stupid. He knows some of them smoking weed, being stupid, not really getting focused, but it's gonna catch up to you one way or another. It's gonna catch up to you. Moody inside is really hot and humid. Coach Prime definitely doing that for. Oh yeah, so yeah, it is super hot and humid up there. You would think it ain't, but inside that building, it is extremely hot. I'm telling you right now, Coach Prime don't got no air conditioner on up in there. He want it hot on purpose because that humidity is gonna be something different, right? Because now that's another adjustment, right? You going from the thin air to humidity in Texas. They gonna be running. You know, Coach Prime ain't stupid. He knows some of these players smoking and drinking. He ain't dumb. But guess what? Guess what's gonna happen? Are you gonna be right there sitting on the sideline looking at everybody play because you can't change your lifestyle, you can't change a habit, right? Everybody know weed is legal in Colorado, so you can go get marijuana and it be legal. Police could pull you over. They ain't gonna do nothing. So, some of those players think about that, like, man, I can go there, everything legal. I ain't gonna get in trouble as long as I ain't got a bunch of. But it's like, why put yourself in that position? You know? And that's the reason why Coach Prime said it, because Coach Prime know, like, man, if I go drug test this entire team, somebody gonna get caught smoking, right? Somebody gonna get caught smoking. Somebody gonna be drinking, doing things they ain't supposed to be. They gonna have girls where they ain't supposed to be at, So it's like you got to think about those things, man. You got to change your lifestyles, your habits, man, because this is you trying to make it to the NFL. NFL, what does it stand for? Not for long. Not for long. So if you think that you're gonna be in the league for long, it's not for long, right? You could be a job pick today and cut tomorrow. You could be a vet today and cut tomorrow. So people got to look at those things, and mindset matters, right? You're better than who you are. Change it right now. Change your habits right now. Change your lifestyle right now. You got to create a better circle around you. Hang out with your teammates. I get it. You young. I was in college. I made mistakes, as a football player, I made mistakes. I was partying, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't understand it till like, hey man, go home. See you. Right now. And I had to think about it, like, dang. It's like that. They don't care about your talents, man. If you're not ready to put the right things in the right matter and do the right things, you gotta go. That's just what it is. The D line, right? Because I put my nose down, took my nose down. The D line looked way better today, right? Looking at, when you look at the D line, like that boy Dominique, he coming. He coming, right? So now it's like you got, Jordan Dominic, right? Devy, he was solid today. You got Arden Walker, who flashed on the screen yesterday. These defensive ends, they coming with it. We just need the D tackles to come on with that pressure from the inside. Come up that middle with that pressure. So defensive line look way better. D-Mac, yeah, D-Mac starting. You see him getting them first team reps. Unk is coming. Unk is coming. What I'll see is I see Unk right now and JD based upon the way things are going. Smalls, he's gonna be in a rotation with Mans, with DV, and with Arden Walker. So he coming. Number 9 is definitely starting his hands down. Yeah. That's he got that pretty much solidified. Unk is starting. Unk and JD is gonna be the 2 starting ends, and I see Mans, DV, Smalls, and Arden Walker are gonna be all rotating. So Shane Coates a D tackle, so that's why I didn't say Shane Coates. He's a D tackle, so he's gonna be in the defensive tackle. I'm just pretty talking about the D ends, but Shane Coates is definitely starting. He's the one of the leaders on the defense, right? When you seen them talk about like how the defensive line wasn't hustling, wasn't doing things like that, the first person that started talking, was Shane Coates. Like, hey, listen, we gotta be better, right? At the end of the day, we gotta be better. So definitely look out for that. The DBs, they got some work to do. I'll just be honest with you, they got some work to do, but that comes with time, just because they're all playing a new scheme, right? They're all getting adjusted. A lot of them, the entire DBs wasn't there in the spring. So now them adjusting. Who do you got starting along Shane Coates? Uh, who do I got starting with Shane Coates? Right now, I got McNeil. Right now, as of right now, I got McNeil starting with Shane Coates. Um, but I, them pads come on tomorrow. I want my boy. I want Bishop and Coach to start. That's who I want to start. But I really think that as of right now, through 2 days of camp, I think McNeil and Coach are going to start. That's what I think. I think Shane needs to gain 25 pounds, just my opinion. I actually think Shane Coates is solid. I think he's right at where he need to be at. Right where he need to be at. Majority of the defense are brand new. That's defense. Yeah, yeah. I mean, come on, man. When you look at the defense, I mean, all of them are new, right? The only people that's there that was in spring was, you know, Jordan Dominique and Coates. Everybody else is pretty much brand new. So it's gonna take some time, some adjustments, but that'd be fine. What's Colorado base defense? So it's gonna be a mixture, right? I don't want to say they have a base defense. I do see them going a lot 4-2-5. So 4 defensive line, 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. They might go a little 3-3-5. It depends on who we playing. We might go a little 3-3-5 too, also with 3 defensive line, 3 linebackers, and 5 DBs. No matter what we do, I think we're always gonna have in 5 DBs unless we're in goal line situation, or we are in a situation where it's like 4th and 1, we need to stop. Majority of the time, you're more than likely gonna see 5 DBs, just because our safeties are so universal that we can do a lot of different things with our safety. So some of our safeties can really cover and come down and be in run support. So that helps us play with five DBs. Javon and Demore are the only guys who knows Charles Kelly defense front to back. And that's why both of them gonna end up starting. Because they don't all they need is reps right now, right? When you look at Demore Kennedy and Jacquez Robinson, they just need reps. That's all they need, reps. Because I mean, we don't really know anything until TCU. The well-off is giving us a little bit of everything, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but at the end of the day, it's still a lot of things to do. And tomorrow's going to start to change what's really who's who, right? It's going to start to sell a different tone tomorrow. Is there any chance Bentley will not start? Jermaine, to your question on that part, I believe he's going to start, but there could be a 50-50 chance that he don't start. But right now I got him starting, but I can understand if they don't start him just because of the speed of B. Gant and Demore Kennedy. I can see that. And also they playing what's my boy name? JB. They playing JB at the middle linebacker position right now. So he's getting reps in at the middle linebacker position. So that could be another player that Bentley. But I do got Bentley starting right now. Kyrie Mans is another person. Keep your eyes out on too. He's a hitter. And then B. Gant. So I mean, that's a good rotation. To be honest, Kermani got to get focused and lock in with Travis Hunter, the underclassman. But Zion, that's what I was saying, man. Like, you starting to see what I was saying. Like, a lot of people gave me backlash about when I was saying Kermani might not start first game. But it's like, y'all gotta understand when you talking about locking in and focus and understanding techniques, being focused, like this is a new environment for Cormani, right? Being out of state of Florida, right? You got no family, you there by yourself, you know, how locked in are you? Are you watching your film every night, right? Because as soon as practice is over, guess what? Go eat, you got meetings, and then you got to go home and watch film. Are you putting that extra work in to watch film, watch technique of what you learn, right? Because you can see, hey man, drop your chin, drop your chin, drop your chin. You too high, you too high. Get depth. Like you can see the little things of what they talking about. So it's like Kamani's gonna be fine. He's gonna be a phenomenal football player. A year from now, he gonna be flying around with Travis. Travis got that year on him. That year of college experience is key. Kamani's gonna play a lot. He just gotta dial in right now and focus. Like, listen, man, I know what I gotta do to be at my best, to be at my greatest, but this is what I gotta do right now. So Kamani's gonna play a lot. He just got to dial in and really focus on technique. He got to put that extra work in. Get in there and be like, hey, Trap, hey, meet me at the facility right now. Let's get this work in. Meet me at the facility right now. And let's get this work in. Really help me with my technique. Hey, call some of them receivers. Hey, I just want to line up so I can get technique, right? So I can understand the playbook. Because every day, they put in installs. Every day they putting in 20 plays. Boom. 20 plays. Boom. All right, what we doing now? If they call out this, what's going on? What coverage I supposed to be in? Boom. So it's like thinking about those things and what's really going on, he'll be fine. But Cormani needs to get on somebody's wing. Not even if he can't get on Travis' wing, because Travis not always there. He need to holler at Cooper. He needs to holler at Robinson and be like, listen, man, what y'all boys doing? I need some help. What y'all boys doing? I need some help, right? And so those are the things that's gonna help Cormani. Cormani's got to put that extra work in because Cormani is all the way behind the A ball. Look, he came in at like the end of the summer, right? And some of those boys already has installs put in, going over stuff, and he came in towards the end. So now he's playing catch up from the springtime. So now what does it look like right now? He's going to be fine. He's going to get the reps that he needs in fall camp. He just got to work on technique. That's it. Let's see. That college lifestyle is brand new to him. Definitely. You understand that? Coach Prime is going to get them. Telling he's not DB. It's difficult learning a new playbook. Tremaine, it's really not about learning a playbook, especially DB. It's more like learning technique, understanding what coverage you're supposed to be in. Because, like, you can get away with certain things at a DB position. As long as you understand what coverage you're supposed to be in and what's your assignment, you don't really got to worry about the playbook as much as, like, offensive players. It comes to play, but if somebody tell you, hey, listen, we in cover 3. We in cover 2. We man to man. Like, as long as you can understand that, you'll be straight. You'll be straight. You don't really need to know the playbook like that. Them boys learning that Alabama defense. That's the thing. They learning the Alabama defense, right? And so them learning the Alabama defense, there's a lot of checks. There's a lot of reads, formation. All the things I was talking about, right? If you go watch Shiloh video from last night, he talked about a lot of those things I talked about on previous live, right? Formations, techniques, checks. Understanding those 3 things, right? If you can understand those 3 things, you can play on the defense, right? But things got to slow down. Like, your mind can be racing at 100 miles an hour. You see certain things, you got to go be able to react. Boom, boom, boom. And a lot of times, they're like, what's going on with the DBs, they're not reacting, because they're thinking too much. They're like, man, I know we're supposed to be doing this, but I see this. And they second guessing themselves, and then that's what's messing up with their technique. Because at the end of the day, I'm lining up as a DB, right? I don't need to know what you're doing. I just need to focus on what I'm doing, because what you're doing might lead to where I'm supposed to be at anyway. So understanding those type of things is a big key. So that's why I always say with Kermani, it's not about Kermani's ability to play corner. All this is brand new to him when it comes to, formations, techniques, checks, you know, for the most part, offensive wise, everybody got the same goddamn gonna play. You're not doing nothing differently. The difference is what formations people are doing out of, right? You got to play this. That's a mesh. Like that's just common things. Like certain plays are just common, but everybody do things out of certain formations. So do you understand the formation and where you supposed to be at on the field? That's gonna be the main key. Yeah. Whoa, undo that. I didn't mean to do that, Zion. I don't know why I did that, Zion. My bad, Zion. I don't know what your last message was. I didn't. Okay. Yeah, we had a lot to learn. He could do it. He's gonna learn. Rob, I agree. He definitely needs to lock in with Cooper. Yeah, for sure. Is Kermani open to being helped? Honestly, you don't have no choice. You can like that's a great question, Tremaine. Is Kermani open to being helped? You really don't got no choice. If you want to play, right, you have to be willing to be open to want to be helped. Like if you're not willing to have an open mind to understand, like I got these upperclassmen that want to see me win, that want me to be out there, because guess what? When Travis is not out there, you gonna be out there. But you gotta understand what's going on. And if you don't understand what's going on and your mind is still going at 100 miles per hour, Coach Prime ain't gonna put you out there. He's not gonna put you in a situation where you in there to lose, right? You're gonna look bad because he know all eyes are watching you. All eyes are watching Colorado. So they're gonna want to see, man, I just want to see what Kermani gonna do. I ain't focusing on him. Nobody else on defense but what Kermani does. Because you got to think about it. Teams are going to go at Kermani. And if anybody watching Werloff video, right, all these teams are watching them, right? You know TCU watching. And they see what Weaver did. Oh, dang, all right, he's telling you to do that. Cool. Dang, Weaver got that. Oh, yeah, I know I'm about to get off. As soon as they call this play, I'm out of there because I know. And that's how people are thinking. So you got to think, like, not just us as fans or media watching, TCU watching. They looking at everything. They watching. They watching. Tremaine got them Florida boys getting into. I did not mean to do that. Kermani is his own person. Trying to compare. No. So one thing I'll tell y'all, I never compare players. Like I'm not comparing Kermani to Travis. What I'm saying with Kermani is he should want to get out there with Travis so he'll be able to understand, the defense better because, Travis got the, playing the defense in the spring, helping with his technique, because one of the things, if you go back, I'll say this. With Travis, when he came to JSU, right, he wanted Coach Prime to always be, out there watching the DBs, watching his technique, understanding things, learning things, right? Is Kermani open like Travis was a year ago to understand, like, hey, man, I gotta talk to Coach Prime. I gotta see this. I gotta see that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Coach, what you think I should do there, right? What did you see Coach Prime keep saying? Hey, dog, you gotta change it up, dog. You gotta change it up, dog. You keep doing the same thing, dog. You gotta change it up, dog. You keep saying it. You keep seeing him say that to the DBs, right? So now it's like, what is it? So, you got to understand those type of things come into play. And that's all I'm saying, JB. I'm not comparing him to Travis because that don't make sense, right? What I'm saying is when somebody's been successful, you could take a page out of a playbook. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Trav, what you doing, man? Hey, help me understand this a little bit better. Help me with my technique. You know what I'm saying? As a young player, you're going to look up to older guys. You going to want to be that. Man, why is all these dudes comments like this? Jermaine, I think so based on what I'm looking at. Like he said, receivers and information coach prime. Safeties and Mike Lombard communication calls on defense. Yeah, The safeties and middle linebacker do make a lot of calls, but you know, you gotta know what you're doing. What up, T? I know. I don't know. T. I don't know why all his is messages being hidden. I'm trying to trying to figure that out myself. That's the reason I'm like going through. So if y'all see me like looking crazy at the phone, it's because all his Zion messages like got deleted for some reason. So my bad. I think they will test Kermani early in the lot. No, the minute they see Kermani out there, they're going to test him. I'm telling you this right now. You can book that. Like they're like, all right, man, we ain't throwing at Travis. We ain't gonna throw at Cooper. We ain't throwing at Robson. We want him. We want him because we see his technique off. Oh yeah, the way he backpedal and come out there. Oh yeah, we already know where we running. So those are the type of things that TCU gonna test that. A lot of pressure is on him, and he will learn to get better. And that's the thing about it, right? Think about this. How many of those players really been around a team where it's cameras everywhere? So you can't hide from nobody. Like, if you think that you can take a rep off, you can hide, you can do this, you can do that, you can't. Because now, you know, you got Well Off, you got Reach the People, you got Uncle Nearly, and you got Amazon Prime shooting everything. So you think that you finna like half-ass, not do this, not do that? Oh no, that ain't finna happen. Nah, that ain't finna happen. Nah, Coach Prime watch. What up, Dre? That ain't finna happen. You might as well get that right. They can watch Kermani, but week one, that boy is definitely dialed in. He ain't gonna start, so they gonna be in Waterway. Yeah, Kermani gonna be out there, man. He gonna play a lot. I just was trying to like tell everybody, man, lower their expectations, right? Because he's a freshman. These are the things you gotta learn. I'm not saying he can't play, he can't do this. I'm just saying when it comes to understanding formations, playbooks, technique, like it's hard to start as a freshman. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you come in at the end of the summer. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get that spring ball. You come in at the end of the summer. You playing catch up on a playbook. And you got to think about it. Not everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it. If you're upperclassman, right, and you know Cormani is more talented than you, are you going to help him? Or are you trying to just get yours, right? And those are the type of things you got to think about. You could feel like everybody for you, they want to see you win, but then at the same time, some people don't want to help you because they're like, man, you ain't. I'm trying to get all my reps. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that third team. I'm trying to jump into that second team. I'm trying to jump into that first team. I'm trying to make hustle plays. So those type of things matter. So that's why I was always took that notion of, man, I got nothing against Cormani. I love his game. I love him as a person. Pause. I love him as a football player, I should say. But there are certain things in the college football realm that you gotta learn, you know, and he'll get up to speed. He'll be ready to go. Cormani has thick skin and will be open to criticism. Oh yeah, I'm not saying he won't. I'm just, you know, talking. The rest of the DBs is sophomores and above. No sir, there's freshmen. There's freshmen DBs. I was saying you were comparing a lot, but other people are. Okay, I got you. I got you, JB. No, I wasn't comparing. I don't like comparing. Anytime you compare, you lose, man. Like that's just what it is. Travis has a learning curve. They all do. I mean, Rob, the only problem with testing him could bite them in the ass. Cormani's length is going up against them with other dudes, practice people. Man, listen, Cormani gonna get interceptions because they gonna go at him. Because people gonna be stupid enough to go at Cormani and he gonna get interceptions. So that's the best thing about like Cormani not looking good on film right now on Well Off. I'm not saying he looking bad or looking terrible. But one of the best things is when Cormani do go out there and they test, and guess what? It's gonna turn into an interception. Because guess what? We gonna be getting so much pressure on the quarterback that he gonna throw that thing. Cormani gonna be like, let me get that back to the house. So those are things that you gotta look at, man. Cormani gonna be getting some interceptions, man. We have to also remember this is a chess match. Coach Prime knows what content he's putting out. There's a reason he is correcting the guys. He's on camera waiting. Listen, team. Here's what I'll tell y'all. All this is when y'all look at well off media, right? And Coach Prime knows it's been put out, right? He sees it, right? This what I'm gonna tell y'all. When you talk about a chess match, look at it as this is a recruiting thing. This is all about recruiting, right? Look who Coach Prime always talking to. He's always talking to the freshmen. Why? Because if he talks to the freshmen, that lets you know if I come into college, I come to Colorado, I know Coach Prime is going to coach me up and I'm a freshman. And he's just not coaching up the seniors, the juniors, the sophomores. He's holding the freshmen accountable just like the upperclassmen. So all this is just a recruiting tool. That's how I look at it. It's just a big recruiting tool that Coach Prime is putting out there. Like, hey, man, listen, you see what I'm doing with Kermani? Hey, you see what I'm doing with Carter? You see how they got better? Hey, listen, now just go watch them on the field. This all this is a big recruiting tool for Colorado. Coach Prime is smart. He know what he doing, right? You think he ain't said nothing to the upperclassmen and what they done? Yes, he has. But he ain't putting it out there because he know what it is. So the playmakers are gonna make plays. Be ready for it because Coach Prime know what he's doing. This is marketing 101. That's all this is. Marketing 101 with Coach Prime. That's it. Bro, all the DBs that are there are now older with experience, even though they didn't get a lot of playing time at their old schools. Everyone is gonna go through the like, yeah, that's for sure. And that's one of the points that I was talking about with Kermani. That's all. What I'm saying is we do have we do have some younger DBs there. They might be prefer walk-ons or some scholarships, but we do have younger players there. But majority of the top corners are upperclassmen, which is true. I'm I'm not about to believe that nobody can help him. No, they I'm not no, so don't get my words twisted. I'm not saying that nobody's gonna help him. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you never know what the motive is of some people. I'm never saying like they're not gonna help him because they want him to succeed because they're all a team. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if I'm Kermani, I want to go into somebody's wing to help him out. That's all I'm saying. Kermani is more talented. Let them pass come on. He's gonna Baltimore. Yeah. Once the pass come on, it's a different ball game. It is on and popping. The pass come on tomorrow. So you gonna get to see, right? So now are you when you try to go up there and jam somebody or try to do something silly, you're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? You are going to find out. But it is what it is. Chess game has multiple moves. My point is we see about 15 things. They select to put them out. None means nothing, but maybe the first team. I mean, all of it is just marketing, right? When you think about well off, reach the people, Uncle Neely with pregame show, all this is just marketing, right? I don't you can't really take what you see there and put like everything because there's a lot of things that's not being shown. Like they legit are having just 1 hour of practice, right? And so you're trying to you're crunching down like what 10 to 5 minutes or less of video and making it into a highlight and putting it into a video for people to see. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't know everything. You see what you see. You can start to see who's in that first rotation, who's in the second rotation, but you truly don't know because not everybody's being seen. You can see the players that's not there, that's missing in action that, projected starters is not there. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I play high school ball. I wish I would have spend more time with older guys, seeing their mentorship and man, when you're young, you don't think about those things. Let's be honest. Like when you're young, right? Anybody that play ball, when you're young, most of the time you don't look up at the older guys because you're like, man, I'm trying to beat this dude out. Like I don't care what you say, I'm trying to beat him out. I'm trying to get on the field and beat him out. I don't care about none of that. And sometimes we forget about man that wisdom, that knowledge that comes with it of more things that can make us better and help us grow. And so those are things that you look at. That's all. Had a back and forth with someone about CL3 coming on board in December because they get a Wilder commitment. The man arguing me saying Lester's not coming because his mom wanted him to go. Man, listen, man. Zion, what did I tell you, bro? What did I tell you? Listen, man, ain't nothing final to you on paper. Like, Florida State fans, they can do whatever they want to do. It ain't final. He ain't put his name on that dotted line, man. He can say this, he can say that. Guess what? If CR3 come to a game, if he comes to a game, it's game over. It's a wrap. Because guess what? You think that his friends committing to Colorado just for fugaziness? Like, you think they just doing that just to be like, oh, man, I'm going to commit to Colorado. Bro, it's all a chess move, man. Just all a chess move. Like, how many? So he had what? So if you really take a look at it, right? He had two of his boys that go to his current high school right now that commit to Colorado, right? He's only got one of his boys that committed to Florida State. So Colorado's up 2-1 on Florida State, right? What's not to say that one of his other boys don't commit before December? Like, there's a lot of things, man. Like, people thinking that, you know, the CL3 thing is over. It's not, man. Coach Prime is not. Like, look at, like, if Coach Prime knew it was a done deal, he would have never let him come to Colorado on another visit. That just don't make logical sense. I'm going to let you keep coming to Colorado, and you ain't interested in Colorado? It don't make sense, right? He could commit there, but that don't mean he gonna sign there. Like, Cormani did the same thing to Miami. He was committed. On National Signing Day, the man didn't even show up to the school, and they made him a whole cake and everything. What did he end up doing? Signing with Colorado. Come on, man. Signed with Colorado on the second signing day. The first signing day, he skipped out, and he's supposed to go to, like, Miami. Like, things can happen. You know, people don't think about it. So what if Charles Lester don't sign on that first National Signing Day? What happens? I guarantee you they are going to be so nervous because he going to pull a Cormani on him. You know? He's ain't got a prep talk. Coach Prime didn't talk to him. I guarantee Coach Prime didn't talk to him. You see all the official offers. Now, you know, people that had offers, the official offers are now going out to players. Trust and believe, Charles Lester he's got an offer. He's got an offer. And one of the things that you hope that CL3 signs in the first National Signing Day, because then that means he'll be there for spring ball. If he signs in the second one, that means he ain't gonna be there for spring ball. He not coming to the to after spring ball. So those are the type of things. What y'all think about the tight ends? Tight ends looking better and better every day, man. I like this tight end group. We don't got household names, but we got tight ends that's gonna get the job done. Florida State has a birthday video for Cormani. Hey, I'm telling y'all right now. I keep telling y'all, man. That man is going to flip. Flip that pancake, man. They're gonna flip him, man. And I hate to see Florida State, man. They gonna be mad. And be like, I told y'all so, man. Like, one thing that y'all understand, man, Coach Prime is gonna flip 2 or 3 players that's supposed to go somewhere else. He gonna flip them. He is going to flip him. You know what would be the ultimate thing that, like, the most craziest thing that you'll see? What if Coach Prime flipped the top 2 corners, Ellis Robinson and CL3? What if he flipped both of them? Both of them Florida corners, right? It's a crazy world, man. It's a crazy world. That tight end group is, man, listen, that tight end group, they gonna, man, hey, nothing is impossible, Tremaine. Nothing is impossible, Coach Prime. Gotta believe, baby. You gotta believe. I'm not saying that they're talking to Robinson right now, but if Coach Prime really want him, he can flip him from Georgia. but he wants CL3 over Ellis Robinson. But if he wants to get Ellis Robinson, he can get him back on campus. He is locked in with Georgia. I do agree with that. He is locked in. I was just putting a scenario out there to, like, you know, make it fun, man. Like, but CL3, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna come down to signing day, and it's a matter of, do he sign on the first or the second one? That's it. But back to the topic, right? The tight end group, man, they're looking good, man. The good thing that I like about this tight end group, that we don't have any household names. So they just putting in work. They just grinding. They just focus, right? You don't got this, man. Hey, man, I can't wait. Because we don't know how they're going to use the tight ends in this offense, right? It's not a heavy tight end group, far as them throwing the tight end. But they will throw the ball to the tight end. And I'm glad that they move, one of the wide receivers to tight end, because I think he's going to shine. He's going to help them. But I think the most funniest thing I've seen today was Gavin, that junior college quarterback, man, getting kicked out of the freaking meeting because he got his phone. Like, bro, that's the number one rule. Everybody know this. Do not have a phone in Coach Prime meeting. Everybody know this. Like, what we doing? What we doing? Why would you have a phone? Like, you already knew you was about to get kicked out. That man, Coach Brown, said, "Hey, man, get out, man. Why you guys get out, man? Go to the QB room, man. Get up out of here, man." But it is what it is, man. Michael Hurst is gonna be a problem. And then he was a wide receiver, so he already got the moves. Boop, 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 boop. Should he get kicked off the team? No, he shouldn't get kicked off the team. But I know he learned that lesson, because the next time you will get kicked off the team. One thing, Coach Brown, the rule is the rule. Coach Prime let you break it one time, but that second time, you're going to be up out of there. Ask Wiseman. Like, Malachi Wiseman, he got in trouble last year at JSU. And Coach Prime love that kid, but he got in trouble. But, hey, listen, I'm about to jump off. I'm about to jump onto the Coach Hayes show right quick. I might jump on tonight, Coach Hayes. I'm not sure. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in for show. Shout out to Tremaine. Shout out to Zion. Shout out to JB. I just want to make sure I got everybody. He learned today. That's for sure. He learned today. Shout out to Ellen. Shout out to T. Hey, but let's jump on to the Coach Hayes show. You know it is Colorado Football Thursday on the Coach Hayes show. Let's go ruin their day. All those Canes fans. Salute to y'all. And this is Rob the Man Media, baby. And thank you guys for tuning in. If you like to support the channel, my Cash App is in the description. And $ Rob the Man 10. Like I said, if you want to drop a small donation to help the channel grow, to get me into the algorithm, please let me know. The description is below. You can donate to the channel to help the channel grow. But we about to jump onto the Coach Hayes show. We about to get him some crap tonight. I might be on the show. You never know. Stay tuned. So, that show about to be like 2 or 3 hours. But I might end up jumping on the show. You never know. But I'm about to jump onto the Coach Hayes show. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. And as always, it's been a blessing to see you guys again. This is Rob the Man Media, baby. And I'm signing off.